Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, then turn that notification button on right now.
They say friendships aren't meant to be forged at a workplace. However, when you happen to travel with your colleagues for over 200 days in a year, they become your extended family. While there are superstars who don't think twice about stepping on their peers' toes to get in front of the pack, there are those who value relationships more than their spot in the organization. What we see on TV, they're merely characters, extensions of superstars' personalities. While the wrestlers go at each other's throats inside the ring, they need to maintain a good working relationship off camera to survive in the wrestling business, that is. While the industry is cutthroat, that doesn't necessarily mean that your colleagues become your competitors. With the amount of time wrestlers spend with each other, even the most ferocious of on-screen rivals become the best of friends. In this video, we will be taking a look at 10 pairs of wrestlers who you didn't know were close friends in WWE. Not too long ago, The Miz was getting kicked out of the WWE locker rooms and was forced to change his ring gear in the hall. The current IC champ had to earn the respect of his peers, and he worked hard for years, winning the WWE Championship and even main eventing WrestleMania, before he got his due credit in the company. His work ethic was impressing a lot of people in the company. Even Chris Jericho voiced his admiration for The Miz's professionalism and his in-ring skills. Jericho himself is one of the best workers of this generation, and it's a huge feather in Miz's cap to impress someone of Jericho's standing in the business. Furthermore, Jericho and The Miz always find time to hang out with one another and have often been spotted enjoying each other's company. During his stint in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the then Prince Devitt was the leader of the Bullet Club faction. Balor, Anderson, and Gallows were often seen together, and when Balor signed with WWE, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows followed him to the organization. However, their first meeting wasn't all that special. Apparently, Anderson really didn't like Balor when he first met him. However, when both men sat down and talked to each other when a mutual friend took them out, they instantly clicked. Since then, both the superstars have been close friends and even call each other babe while answering the phone. Not all members of a faction have to like each other off screen, but with Anderson and Balor, they really don't have to pretend that they're good friends. Ruby Riott and Ember Moon have endured contrasting fortunes during their NXT careers. While Moon became the NXT Women's Champion and has been one of the most dominant forces in the history of NXT, Ruby failed to win the title before being drafted to the main roster. When Moon was injured, it was Ruby that stepped up to challenge for the women's title. However, both the women are good friends off camera and enjoyed each other's company. Now that Riott is a part of SmackDown Live, both superstars don't travel much together, but still find time to hang out whenever possible. Batista is a multiple-time world champion in WWE, and he's really been one of the biggest stars of the generation. While the Animal is no longer with WWE, he is reportedly itching to get back into the ring for one final run with the company. Especially seen during his most recent run, Batista might not be everyone's cup of tea, but he has made some good friends in the wrestling biz. During his time as a headliner in the promotion, Batista was known to not be easy to work with and even pick fights with some of his colleagues. However, he is good friends with Titus O'Neil. In fact, it was Batista that convinced Titus to become a pro wrestler. Ultimately, it proved to be the right decision for Titus, with Apollo and Titus recently challenging for the Raw Tag Team titles. If Batista happens to return to WWE soon, maybe he could have the support of Titus worldwide. Ziggler and The Miz have many things in common. They both won the IC title, they are both workhorses in their promotion, and more importantly, they are the self-righteous, smug heels you would want to see lose on TV. Both stars have also faced each other multiple times in the past, like way too many, with Ziggler defeating The Miz to win the Intercontinental title for the 5th time in his career. However, they are close friends, and have often been spotted attending games together. Ziggler and Miz are both from Cleveland and thus support the same sports teams. Ziggler was also present at The Miz's wedding ceremony, and both stars also appeared together on an edition of Ride Along. The Great White and the King of Kings have been good pals for quite some time. In fact, even before Sheamus made his main roster debut, he was Triple H's workout partner. Sheamus had a meteoric rise to the top of the main roster, which was really just a few months after his debut, and this can be attributed to his close relationship with Triple H, as the Irishman captured the WWE title by defeating the then poster boy John Cena. This isn't necessarily to say his achievements so far in the WWE were because of his association with the game. However, it was also reported that Sheamus' World Heavyweight title victory at Survivor Series in 2015 was Triple H's idea. It certainly pays to have friends in high places, especially if it's in the wrestling business. Triple H has taken a few superstars under his wing over the past decade, with Sheamus being one of them. On camera, well, it's just not easy to like Michael Cole. In fact, for years the WWE fans detested Cole, who to his credit played the role of a treacherous, biased commentator to perfection. The fans enjoyed Cole wallowing in his misery, with John Cena getting his hands on the conniving commentator, much to the delight of thousands of fans in attendance. The reality, however, couldn't be more different. Michael Cole and John Cena are close friends, with Cole reportedly helping Cena in developing his character. Cole also speaks fondly about John, and has previously confessed to having a very close relationship with the 16-time world champ. In fact, when Cena got fired on screen back in 2010, he first went and hugged Cole, adding a semblance of realism to the angle. Cole has also been a fan of Cena's hustle, loyalty, respect mantra, and called John one of his closest friends in the business during an interview back in 2013. The WWE creative team have taken a lot of time to build the rivalry between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. While WWE teased turning Jax against Bliss before, they've unraveled the rivalry at a methodical pace. As the tension grew between the two superstars, a chasm was created between the two, and at WrestleMania, Nia Jax will face Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. Both stars have shared a fluctuating relationship on screen, with Bliss using Jax to further her own agenda. However, both the performers are best of friends in real life, and are often seen spending time together, with their photos plastered all over social media. Jax and Bliss have been close friends for well over a year, and have posted some hilarious videos of them dancing together. With Asuka choosing Charlotte Flair as her opponent at WrestleMania, Jax is expected to face Bliss at Mania 34. While their on-screen relationship might have hit a snag, they're still just as adorable off-camera, endearing themselves to the WWE fans. Not too long ago, Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns were involved in an intense rivalry, which saw Strowman flip an ambulance on its side with Roman trapped in it. While Reigns returned the favor by nearly impaling Strowman, both the stars are sure to cross paths once again soon. But it would surprise the WWE Universe to know that in reality, they're actually pretty tight. Before Strowman suffered an injury at the hands of Reigns and had to undergo surgery, they were on the European tour together, and during that tour, Braun and Roman broke kayfabe by visiting places together and uploaded the snaps on their social media accounts. While WWE took these images down, it definitely broke down a wall, giving the fans an unfiltered look into the lives of the superstars when they're off camera. Strowman and Reigns might appear to be sworn enemies, willing to take each other's heads off on TV, but the trip to Europe and the fact that Reigns injured Strowman brought the two superstars closer together. In WWE, there are people that like John Cena and there are people that don't like John Cena, and while there have been superstars who dislike the leader of the C Nation purely because of the amount of success he has achieved in the business, there are also those who grew closer to John upon knowing him as a person. For years, Cena has been known as someone that would hold others back, but there have been multiple stars who've rebuffed those claims. Cena's rivalry with Randy Orton has been well documented. Both rose up the ranks of OVW together, and while Orton was being groomed by Triple H and Ric Flair to be the future of the company, Cena was paving his own path on SmackDown, running through the competition. Orton and Cena ultimately crossed paths in WWE, which resulted in both stars competing against one another for world titles. However, off-camera, Orton and Cena have been the best of friends. While Orton may have been guilty of punt-kicking Cena Sr. on live TV, both superstars share a mutual respect for one another and what they've achieved over the years, with Cena calling Orton the best performer of this generation. And just for one quick survey question before we go, who do you think of John Cena's two friends listed in this video have spent more time in Cena's luxurious cigar room, Randy Orton or Michael Cole? Comment below because I'd love to hear. And these were 10 wrestlers you didn't know were close friends in WWE. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more wrestling videos.